Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I probably thought I was going to do um, a speech, write it down, get a couple of notes, put it all together, get a dictionary, go on Google Maps, I don't know, look for a location or something like that. The truth is, I don't think I really need all of that because everything that I need is just me. Okay. If there is the word perfect, and anything in this world is either possible or impossible, right? And there is such a thing as 100%, and the world is far from perfect, and everything is finite, then there is an alternate where everything is 100% perfect, far beyond any, if ever, there is any measurement. Africa is a big continent, 54 countries, 54 nations, different people, and everybody expects everything to be handed down. For real, we are looking at the leaders, expecting them to do everything for us. Give us some bailout bonds, give us free food, give us free education, give us a whole lot. The truth is, we are all in this boat, and this boat is far from sinking, and it's high time we all come together, unite as one, all African countries. We all suffer from the same disease that came about from colonization, the same disease that took everything away from us. And now we have to struggle. The balance that we all dreamt of has never been restored. Well, we thought our leaders would put that together. Clearly they haven't. And I don't think any leader gonna be able to do that. The new leaders of today is here, standing right before you. And all the young generations scattered all over Africa, all over the world. Each and every native of Africa. And when I talk about the natives of Africa, I don't need you to get me the wrong way. For you to be African, it's not because your family moved to Africa and then you became African. I'm talking about the natives of Africa. This is our land, and we need to be the major contributors in every sector. We don't control nothing because we don't own nothing, and therefore we have nothing. And whenever we ask for something from the outside world, we get nothing because we are nobodies. Based on what? Based on the fact that we don't have no power. If you want power in this world, you gotta have something. Then you can make and control and make your own decisions. We gotta have a lot of problems in Africa. Poverty, wars, this and that. I mean, we got more people dying just because of guns, and not knives or anything else, just guns. And yet Africa hardly produces no guns. 54 nations. How many countries produce weapons? South Africa, everybody else. So where the heck are you getting all those guns? Are you telling me there's nothing else we can produce? Africa, you need to arise. You need to wake up and come together as one. You need to sit down. There's three major things that you need to be in a stable situation in your life. No matter what situation it is, no matter how you started, no matter where you are, no matter where you're gonna be. But what's important, that you need to fix these three things at each and every stage of your life. The first thing you need, ownership. You need to own. Straight from colonization, we own nothing. Because our leaders did not take anything back. You come into my house, take everything, steal everything from me, kick my kids out, kill my grandma, my grandpa, kill everybody, and you take everything. A couple of years later, I catch up with you, and I get to win. What do? The choice is, I could either let you go. I could say, okay, to the authorities, you caught this guy, he stole my car, he stole whatever. Fine. I could say, okay, I don't want you to lock him up because I forgive you. Forgiving is good, but doesn't mean he has to keep what he took from me. Each and every African country had an opportunity to change the wheel of fortune. The day you got your independence or your freedom day was a good chance for you. A good chance for you to change everything. The resources. It was just a day after. Whatever you guys agreed on should have been agreed on. Only thing you should have agreed on was peace. You should have agreed to maintain the peace. Okay, but it doesn't mean that you have to keep. There was nothing that you're supposed to allow to be kept. That's why right now we have nothing, because you gave everything away. And now we are in really, really big trouble. So number one, you need to take back what's yours. That's what we're supposed to do. But the way it was supposed to be done then and the way it could be done now is different, because we've integrated. We live together, all races, all nations. We're like one, you know. But the problem is we are not equal. We are one, but we're not equal. And that's a problem, because of the inequalities, the disparities, the distributions of wealth were not fixed. That wasn't done. So we can never be on the same plate. We can never be on the same playing field. And that needs to change. The youth of nowadays have to make a plan and see how they can also play part in the economies. We need to own every sector of the economy. We need to own our resources. How can all our resources be owned by the east, the west, the north, the south, and we have nothing? Yet we are a big nation. 54 nations, yet we own nothing. We feed the whole world, yet the whole world has made us feel as if they feed us from the little that they decide to give us out of the abundance that they gave from us. I don't need to give you the figures of the amount of money that comes out of Africa and what actually comes back or what is donated back. You know, you get crumbs, not even pieces, crumbs from bread that you find on the floor. I've been in a bakery, and if you work in a bakery, you see crumbs and flour and all those things and dust on the floor. But that is not equivalent to the loaf of bread or to a piece of cake or a chunk of anything that's actually on the line. So we need to own our resources. That is the first thing. And our leaders failed us. And we have to find a way to come together and get back in the game. The second thing, after all putting yourself in power, we need to the third thing, no, the first thing, where the fuck did I make a mistake? Okay, the first thing, you need to have one of yours in power. We all achieve that. The second thing is taking what belongs to you. The third thing that we need to do is change the systems. You get in agreement with somebody. When you take over a business, when you come in, you change the paperwork. The first rule you do that. You change the paperwork. The second thing you do, you make sure that you own it. It has to be yours. The third thing you do, you change the systems, how things are done. You're married to somebody, you get divorced. What do? Now you're gonna marry somebody else. You gotta break up. You gotta change that. You have to totally break off so the other person doesn't have an ownership over you. How do you do that? Break all the ties. Make a new system. So when you got the next stage, the next person, you can be able to get married as long as you're still tied to the other person. Systems. Nobody changed the systems. African leaders, you failed us in changing 3 systems. And now it's a burden for us. We're trying to run the show, it's so difficult. We try to get help or money from you. You're way too corrupt. We are sick and tired of you. We need a change. We are the youth. We travel the world. We eat fancy food. We see more than some of you have seen. Or you probably have seen way more than us because you're older and because you're busy spending on the tax money and everything else out there. But for our youth, not a lot of our youth really know what's out there. But there's a few of us that really know what the world has to offer. And we're going to empower our fellow brothers and sisters. We're going to give them all the energies they need. And we're going to come together and we're going to come up with our ideas on how to bring back this equality, how to keep these 3 things together. Putting our names up there. Second thing, being the owners. And thirdly, changing the systems. Who the heck tells you that you need to change everything to the United States dollar to trade? 54 nations and we don't even have a currency. 54 nations, we don't even have a wall around us. Yet they want to build a wall against China. China has a great wall. America is building its own wall against Mexico. Africa needs a wall of some sort to protect all African countries. They can come and attack Gaddafi at any time. They can come and bomb any nation because we don't have unity and we don't have protection. The biggest armies, the greatest nation, the greatest continent right here, Africa. Somebody asked me who I really am and I told him I am who I am. I'm a child of the nation. I'm a child of the soil. My body is in me. This is where my home is. Being mixed and all of this doesn't really make me anything else other than more than who I am. You can classify me by the color of my skin. You can't really classify me by the way I talk. You can't really classify me by the level of education I have. You can't classify me by where I've been. You can't classify me to the things I have adopted to. You cannot do that. My world is in my heart because I carry that everywhere I go. A piece of everywhere I've been to. A piece of little bit of everything that I've learned in my life is within me. And that is the most important thing. Africa has enough to share with the rest of the world. And for a long time, our resources have never been under our hands. And we need everybody to consider that. We have never been a stingy continent. And we do not have a history of attacking other nations. And we do not have a history of not sharing. We always share when we have nothing. And we are probably the most forgiving continent ever on earth. You remember all the genocides you want to claim about Hiroshima, Nagasaki, all those things. You talk about the Holocaust, the Jews. Nobody want to talk about the genocide of the African people who died during the slave trade. Nobody want to compensate it because it's not so important. For we having the greatest genocide and we're the most forgiving continent, we do deserve an award. Or at least sorry, an apology of some sort. But now everybody's still gonna spit and look down at us. So we're gonna look back as Africans and look at what we need to change. We need to stay in power. We need to change the system of how the world sees things. We're gonna put everything together. And no matter what happens, we're gonna set our own terms and conditions. It's either you work with us or you don't. But we ain't gonna be killing nobody. That is for sure. We're just gonna work with those that wanna work with us. And those that believe in the values of our people, the values of our nations, the values of our history, the values of everything and everything that makes us who we are. As Africans, as black people, colored people, I ain't gonna discriminate against nobody, but you all need to know that this is not the message for anybody who's not. But I speak mainly for the true Africans. And you know what it means to be true African. Ain't nobody gonna have to tell me what I'm trying to say, because everybody knows that when you all look at Africa, you'll see black. You don't even know the many colors that are here. So what you see from the outside world when you look at Africa is exactly who we are. And you cannot doubt that. That's who we are. That's how we need to change it. I'm gonna leave you with a high lot of questions. I don't think I can give you a conclusion. But together, as African nations, we are gonna achieve quite a lot. Alright, one love.